ever thought about changing your diet? Hi, I'm Jesse Graves, and today we're going to be talking about veganism. I'll be discussing the dietary restrictions, the reasons for converting, and the ethical reasons for going vegan. To start off, I'll be talking about the diet. According to Healthline, a vegan diet excludes all animal products. Animal products being clothing, food, and cosmetics. But first, the obvious one to every consumer is food. Many of us go day to day not thinking about what we eat. But for vegans, they have to think twice. They do not consume meat, eggs, dairy, or fish. And this can be seemingly extreme, but it is possible to live a healthy lifestyle on a vegan diet. And for clothing, ACEF has mentioned that wool, fur, leather, silk, and feathers has contributed to the exploitation of animals. For many vegans, they don't want to contribute to this cause because they view an animal's life just as valuable as our own. And with that being said, of the exploitation of animals, brands often exploit animals in the cosmetic industry. Many people today are becoming more aware of cruelty-free brands because companies are starting to change their ways of testing harmful products on animals. A major contributor to this cause is Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Jeffree Star is a major YouTuber, businessman. He is pretty much in everything, and people don't know that, but he is very adamant on advocating that all of his products in his makeup line are cruelty-free. And some people don't know what cruelty-free means, but that just means that the products that you are buying are not tested on animals and they do not have animal products in them. And for me as a consumer, I feel that this is very important to express very loudly in a company because no one wants to spend numerous hours trying to find out if their product is cruelty-free when it could just say on the side or the product description that it is cruelty-free. And with that being said, brands are making it more sustainable, maintainable, and easier to be vegan. And I feel like that's because of the awareness that is being put out into social media. Very many vegan communities are uprising in Twitter, and that's actually how I came up with this topic because one day I was scrolling through my feed and a Twitter account was expressing how brands need to change, people's need to change, but as humans we are very habitual, meaning that we do the same thing every single day. And with that being said, with testing on animals, that's one of the reasons why people go vegan. Many of us have had a loved one animal in our life, many being dogs or cats, and some people who are ranchers have cattle, horses. And for vegans, they view it as, well, why do I get to live freely and have a great life while an animal is just being used? And what's the difference between a dog's life, a cow's life, and my life? All should be equivalent in their eyes. And not only in animals, another reason for going vegan is because it is scientifically proven that you can live a happy, healthy, long life by following a vegan diet. And a lot of people will question that, and I feel that it is important to answer everyone's questions about it because it is a new topic in today's society. Go back a decade and no one's talking about veganism. It probably was not even a thing. Only a few activists were out there following a vegan diet. And I feel like that also contributes to the ethical reasons behind going vegan. Many of the environmental communities are coming up, and I feel like in this age there are so many activists out there just fighting for what they believe in, and one of those is the environment, as I've said. And with that being said, animal agriculture is a major contributor to the footprint on this earth, and essentially vegans are looking at it as, I don't want that blood on my hands, which is, with using that phrase that is so commonly used, people are able to understand the concept that can seem at first too hard for someone to understand. And it makes it easier for everyone who isn't vegan, or thinking about going vegan, to their life that's around them that we often don't appreciate. And I think that it is important to express that, just like I've said previously in social media. Vegans and environmental activists are talking a lot more about it, and there's so much awareness about it now that I feel like it could be a potential thing in the future for people to think about doing with their lives. So, in conclusion of today's topic, vegans are converting from an omnivore diet to an herbivore diet because they do it for personal and ethical reasons. And with that being said, you're probably going to think about now your choices. So right now you're probably thinking about your choices in your life. Thank you for listening.